Hello dolls, Chef Summer here, rocking my side part and my shampooed shirt. Hashtag old lady gang. What did I want to talk about? Japanese souffle pancakes. I swear, I can't with the video amnesia. Take two. Japanese souffle pancakes, they are all the rage on brunch menus everywhere, and I wanted to make them at home. So I took a couple recipes, watched some YouTube videos, and kind of came up with a plan of attack. I will drop the recipe that I have adapted and I found to like the most, but we will talk about cake flour, AP flour, to mold or to not mold. We're getting into it. So if you've ever had Japanese souffle pancakes or you never have and you're ready to try them, let's jump into the video and tell me what you think. Alrighty, for this recipe you will need 2 mixing bowls. In the first bowl, start with 2 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Next, add 6 tablespoons of AP flour. I chose all-purpose flour over cake flour like in the original recipe because most people have AP on hand, but cake flour will make your pancakes denser with a more delicate crumb. Okay, moving on. On to the meringue, which is really what makes these pancakes so special. Here I am beating 4 egg whites with half a teaspoon of lemon juice and half a teaspoon of kosher salt, followed by slowly incorporating granulated sugar. Once the sugar is incorporated, it's time to crank up the speed on high and whip until stiff glossy peaks form. Like these. Yeah, baby. Sorry there, I got a little excited. Anyways, moving on, we are now mixing our 2 batters. So I have the batter that we made earlier, and I'm taking about 1/3 of my whipped meringue, and I am slowly whisking it in just to kind of incorporate it. I find that the whisk works better to start off because you're not getting those big white streaks, but you're also not flattening the meringue. Then I move over to a spatula, incorporate the rest, gently folding not to flatten my mixture until it's all combined and ready to go. It's time to get cooking good looking. Here I am using a flat top griddle on the lowest setting, mostly so you can see the process and it's easier to flip, but you can also use a nonstick pan with a fitted lid because you will need to cover. More on this later. In the meantime, you can see here I'm using a 3-inch ring mold. You don't have to use ring molds, but I will link them below, along with another great video for making these with parchment paper instead of the ring molds. And I'm using a 1/2 cup scooper to fill each one evenly. Okay, so remember when I said you're gonna need to cover these bad boys? Well, since a pot lid is too short, I am just using a metal mixing bowl. Now, because my griddle is on a very low setting, it's actually not that hot when I go to pick it back up, but be careful. I would use a towel or kitchen gloves, something like that to protect your hands just in case. Okay, now you also just saw me like a really badass flip those first pancakes, right? I know, I'm amazing. Watch for this fail. Yep, that just happened. So that is the downside to using these molds, is it can be a little bit tricky flipping them really quickly without the batter coming out. In the other video that I talked about, they did it with parchment paper and then they actually remove it before flipping. So next time I make these, I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna, before flipping them, remove the metal ring and just flip them normally, but I had about a 90% success rate. The more I tried, the more I screwed them up. Story of my life. So that's it, guys. That is your Japanese souffle pancake. They're super wiggly, super moist, so delicious. I couldn't even hold the camera freaking still. Sorry about the quality, but the recipe itself, loved it. I didn't think they were difficult to make, and just a lot of fun for something to do on the weekend for maybe 1 or 2 people. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you thought. Try the recipe, and I can't wait to see your pics.